How's it going, bros? My name is Cynic. Excuse me. I'm here with Tyrant Reviews, and this is Pewdiepie's Tuber Simulator by Outer Minds. This is a quote-unquote simulation game in which you must rise through the ranks as an internet video producer, just like Pewdiepie. In reality, though, it's a wait-or-pay game with some limited RPG elements and a big emphasis on virtual decorating. Alright, let's go over some of the things here. Well, the two things here on screen. You can continue the game you're playing, and you can change your language. There's a good variety of languages to go from, so that's always nice. But let's just continue. Waiting. Okay, daily reward. As many games, it has a reward for if you come in every day. I, as you notice, have been. And that was streaming. You have the option to unlock streaming, which is basically you can get views, which are the normal currency for this game, while you're away. But only for a limited time. Alright, let's go over some of the basics here on screen. In the top, we have the super currency, which is bucks. You can buy these, obviously, as you can with any typical sort of super currency. I will say, though, it's relatively easy to get the super currency in this game as compared to other titles. It helps that it's usually a reward for completing big quests. You can also get it through the random eagle drops that come by. You'll probably see one of those in this video. And yeah, so it's not terrible. I've probably gotten at least over 100 just through completing quests. I have not purchased any. You see I'm down to 38 now. Oh, there's the eagle. You tap on the eagle, you get a little prize. Sometimes in this case, it's viewers, and you can watch an ad to triple your reward. There's going to be a lot of ads to watch in this game. Or it can be views, and occasionally it can be bucks. So yeah, then you have your views. That's the normal currency. That's what you use to buy all the items with. Then there's your viewers. That determines sort of the perks you can get through the RPG system, and it's a way to rank yourself. Then in the upper right corner, you got your character and your level. And you tap on that, and it shows your various skills, and it shows your views, and all sorts of good stuff like that. And then down here, we have your top 10 videos. See, at number 1, I have the Periodic Poker Part 2 with 12,233 views. Very nice. And it goes through Sharpen Your Seed Part 3, Dreamhouse, audiobook, 84 years for some reason, and so on and so on. It only registers the top 10, and once you get into videos, you can actually name them, which is nice, if sort of meaningless, because this is the only place you're going to see those titles. The only place you're going to see the names you put in. If you're just going by the ones they automatically generate, they tend to repeat, so basically that's the only real reason to put it in. If you're that anal, you don't want to see things that come up again. Then underneath the top left corner, we have a couple options here. It's a fold-out menu. Tap that, it comes out. Under the box, these are the items you have purchased, but not necessarily in the room at the moment. And if you want to put one of them down, you just tap on it and place it. Here, I'll show you with this, a little picture of the Earth. Drag it anywhere I like. And then I can tap the check mark to put it down. I can rotate it with that button. I can put it back in the chest, and I can just cancel. So just put it back in the chest, because I like the way the room is set now. Missed that eagle. Then we have different options for rooms. You can create different rooms and different layouts, and you rename them as you like. Then you can see the sort of leaderboard, although it's not against any friends. It's actually against... These are all established YouTubers, and the ones that are glowing names, I believe they're part of PewDiePie's channel network. I think it's called Rebel Mode. Yeah, it's called Rebel Mode. It's in the credits of the game, basically. And all the way at the top, with 48 million is our man. But otherwise, yeah, these are fairly recognizable names. There's Dodger, there's Cry, there's Cinnamon Toast Can, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, etc., etc. And then the gear, that's your options. It's audio, it's language, credits, achievements, resetting the health bubbles, leaderboards, more games, and you can quit to the title screen. If you want to move around your view, you just tap and drag. Get that eagle. Show me. Oh, it's a lot of views. Sweet. You can adjust the zoom by pinching and dragging. There's not really a reason to go in this far, though. That's the maximum zoom, and you can't see anything. This is sort of the optimal view here. And then on the plus and minuses down at the bottom of the room, that's to adjust the size. It costs bucks, so if I want to increase, it costs 25. Yeah, and if you want to increase the other way, because it's longer that way, it's 75. We're not going to do anything with that at the moment. Let's just go over the things on the bottom. There's a lot of stuff we have to go through before we can actually get to the quote-unquote gameplay. First, we have videos at the very left. You can make videos here. I've unlocked an option to make 2 videos at the same time. You can boost your view rate by watching an advertisement. At the very top, you have trending. These are the categories that are really blowing up at the moment. You don't specialize in this game. There's nobody who's strictly a gaming channel or strictly a fashion channel. You are full on just chasing whatever's the most popular at the moment. You know, just like they do in real YouTube? No, they don't. No. Alright. So here are the options I can make right now. You have the Great Social Justice War of 15 Part 2. We have Parents' Guide to Drinking in Little League. And we have the birthday suit competition, and they all have the different categories. There's makeup, that's your beauty. There's the house, that's like your home thing. I don't remember the exact name. We'll find out in a moment. There's music, there's sports, there's nature, and ones you don't see like dark and gaming and that sort of thing. If it's a video you have not made before, if it's not a sequel, you can put a different name on it. Let's make a follow-up to Great Social Justice War 15. And then we have science and animals as some new categories. Nothing trending at the moment because I haven't found it yet. So let's go with building the perfect chinchilla. Alrighty. Next, along the bottom, we have brains. This is your knowledge tree. This is your skills and whatnot. And you can boost everything here so long as you have the proper amount of brains and the proper viewer level. So let's see. I have 13 here. I could boost my stream longer. I could boost some of my views here. I think that's what I'm going to do. We have comedy videos, and here are all the categories. There's nature, there's gaming, there's comedy, there's animals, there's music, there's, what was this one? Lifestyle, science, sports, dark, and glamour. Is that beauty? There. All right, we're going to boost comedy, and we're going to boost animals. And we'll leave it at there for a moment. Then the middle option, this is your items you can get. You can divide them up into categories that just basically categorizes them. It separates them into the things that according to each different category. That was the thing that made sense that I said right there. Then you can customize your tuber. A lot of these options cost actual bucks. Like if we go into hats and hair, it's going to cost actual bucks to get. And they have a pretty fair variety here. Different things you can get. Beards, sweet beards in very short supply. Got one right there. I guess it's supposed to be like Cinnamon Toast Cannon. And of course, Pewdiepie. So I've just been going with the basic red hair there. But yeah, different office things. And then there's the things you can afford. That's the middle option. And these are just, if you have the views, you can get it. Then you can filter it by different things, including floors and walls. And this is a really messy system. It's one of the problems I have with this game, and I have many. It's hard to find exactly what you want because it's all sort of just a mishmash. It's a mess. And then there's unlocks, and every time you go up a level you get different set of unlocks, and they're typically all to do with a specific category, or they're things like this camera, which is just in general thing. We'll come back to this in a moment. And then you have your social options. You can connect with friends and some other things that are under maintenance. They've been having some problems with the servers on this game, and there's been some dropping from what I understand. Finally, we have your quests. You do these things that are listed here, and you will gain rewards, typically views and viewers, and occasionally brains and bucks. Now for the quest underneath, watch an ad, once you do them, you can't do another one in that section until the next day, which is kind of a pain. It means you can't really run through the game unless you're willing to spend bucks. And then quest not available, watch an ad. It's like it sounds. You watch an ad and it gives you a quest. Top quest you can always get access to. It's not going to be blocked off by time gates or anything like that. So yeah, that's pretty much showed you making videos. That's one part of the game. The other part of the game is getting stuff. So what do we want here? All these things, you can see they have different category bonuses on each of them. What am I going to have room for? I don't really have a lot of room in my room, as it were. Kind kind of like this gaming bookshelf. Yeah, it fits perfectly there. It sort of screws up this little thing I got going with the desk, but I can move things around. So yeah, I'm going to get that. This will cost me 143,000 views and arrive in almost 4 hours. I'm not going to skip around. I'm not going to skip ahead to show you that. It's not really all that interesting. I would like to move this, though. You want her to move things or transfer things, you just hold down, and then you can adjust like that. I'm going to get rid of this weight. So yeah, if you want to cut down your time just by spending views, you don't want to actually watch an ad or spend bucks, you can go play Puggle. And Puggle's, it's pachinko with Pewdiepie's dogs. You pay a certain amount of views and it will cut down your time. And you have the opportunity to win bucks if you land it just right. So let's... boom. And it falls. I don't remember the name of this particular dog. I think it's Maya. I don't watch PewDiePie all that often. Oh, getting the times too. Yeah, nice. All right, so we cut down 15 minutes from our delivery time. That's nice. It's proportional, which means you're not going to cut off 15 minutes for a cheaper item. It's going to be like cutting off a minute or two, if that. But you can go in and if you tap on the little driving car, you can boost. Obviously, it makes it ship faster, or you can automatically finish by paying a certain amount of bucks. And that's pretty much the game. There's no true simulation to it. It's just, it's designing a room how you want it to look. And yeah, that's fun enough, but I can do that in The Sims, and that's a way more complete simulator. This is just, it's a waiter pay. There's nothing to this. It's ultimately shallow. And as you get further along, there's less and less to do because there's the waiting times just get so long. There's no real reason to pick this up. If you like PewDiePie, you can get a lot more of him on YouTube than you will in this game. He basically only shows up to give you messages and when you complete the top quest. You like simulation games? Bad news for you, this isn't one. There are just so many better options out there, both in terms of gripping gameplay and just for passing the time. Give Tuber Simulator a miss. There's not really anything to it. I've been Poor Cynic, and I will see you all next time. Ta-ta, and farewell.